Everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Down low. And here's the fast break. Cannon from long range. Hands it from downtown.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Outside Fournier. Driving inside. Here's Vazenkov. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Fournier not just looking for his shot. Nice pass.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Here's Nedovic. Pass to Cannon. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to fall. He's missed the second after making his first. From deep. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Nedovic. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Fast break. Here we go. Lets it go with the three. Nicolau, good. Nicolau's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Cannon from long range gets the three-pointer to fall. Cannon's got 6 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Fournier. Vazenkov. A three-pointer off the mark. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. A three ball. Pass to Cannon. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
And so he hits both. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Over to the wing. From deep three-point land. Not going to go that time. Here's Nedovic. They set the pick. Offline with his three. Launches it from deep. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
And he knocks down the first one.
For the away team. 0 at the line.
Good on both. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Papanikolaou. Shoots. That one's good. Vazenkov.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Cannon. 4-point game. Connects from three-point range. Cannon's got his third bucket of the night. Papanikolaou, the pass to Fall. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
There's the pick. Shot on the wing, and he drops that one in. He's got 8. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. No good on the 3. Papanikolaou's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Nedovic misses.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Papanikolaou, good. Papanikolaou's got his second bucket of the night. Pass to Cannon. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Up 4. The second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Just 5 to shoot. To the wing right side. And it falls over the rim and in.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Peters. And here's Evans. Latre. That shot is off. The 3. It's not going to go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Dorsey misses the 3. Kalinic off target with his 3. Evans outside. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Fires the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Mitrovic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Cuts off the pass. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Launches the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
They can't stop the run with that one. Kalinic drills the 3-pointer. 5 points in the game.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here we go. Here's Bowling Boy. Plays it up and banks it in. Bowling Boy's got his first points of the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And here's Evans outside. Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Dorsey. Off target from outside.
They have been board dominated dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Ballin' Boy gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
1:33 left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 5. Peters. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
And unable to corral the miss, and it goes on a play. On Tuesday, and then on Thursday. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. From deep three-point land. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Ballin' Boys shot is off. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Kalinic takes the 3. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And you look at the order of things, Kenny, any teams here that have surprised you one way or the other?
Well, there are levels.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the home team. And that is...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the small forward.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Lets the 3 fly. He can't hit that time. And there's the drive. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Out left to the wing. Releases. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's the break. Cannon from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball. Cannon's got 12 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Fournier into the lane. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Fournier, that was all just straight line. I'm coming at you.
Here's Nedovic. He's guarded by Fournier.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
From outside the arc, hits it from 3-point range. Fournier's got 5 points now this quarter.
No hesitation from Evan Fournier.
Stolen. Pass to Papanikolaou. There's the triple. No good that time. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. He can't get that one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They get it back. From outside, off the mark. Here's Vezenkov. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Fall. Fournier in the corner.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And Cannon gets it to go.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Outside Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Pass to Cannon. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Knocked loose. Here's Vezenkov. Out to the right wing. Here's Papanikolaou. Drains it from beyond the arc. Papanikolaou's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
There's Cannon with the three. They get the rebound. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Cannon's got 16 points. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Fournier. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blow. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Substitution.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Dorsey. That three off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
For the three, buries the long-range jumper.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Dos Santos, covered by Evans. Bollenboy controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
There's the screen. Dos Santos. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Here's Milutinov. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
To the right side. Dos Santos. No good on the triple.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in. Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
It's hauled in by Dorsey. So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Dos Santos nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
To the inside. Here's Milutinov. No good with the layup. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Evans outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Off target from three-point range. Dos Santos, covered by Evans. Dos Santos, good on the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They swipe it. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Evans outside. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Evans with the steal. Here's Peters, and it's Evans in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No good on the wing three. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Willie Hernan Gomez is out there with Chemezi Metu. And it's Parker in at the 3.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talents.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Satoransky. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by Fall. 3 on 3. Fournier for 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Satoransky left side. Back to Parker. Takes a 3. Out to the wing. Satoransky passes to Parker. And it's off from three-point range.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Satoransky's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And it's Fournier penetrating. Banked it in off the glass.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
There's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
beyond the arc. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Metu. That's tipped. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Vezenkov. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And the shot is good off the backboard. He's got 5.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Puts up a 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Misses the 3. And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Fournier for 3. And Metu pulls it down.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Satoransky. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that ties it up.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
Here's Papanikolaou. Parker defending. Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. A deep 3. The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The 3. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Parker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And so he hits both. There's 42 seconds left now in the first quarter. From deep. And Metu pulls it down. Fournier's gone 2 for 7 from the field. It's his first trip to the line. And he drops the first. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Fires from deep. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Parker. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Pass to Evans from deep. Anderson pulls it down. And they're running. Ball stolen. From the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. offensive rebound. It's Anderson on the wing. The three is up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's the pick. Here's Dorsey. Drains the triple. Dorsey's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Down low. Here's Anderson. Here's Fall. And that one is stuffed right through.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Dorsey. Jacks up a three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
From deep three-point land. That shot, no good. Dorsey's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. To the middle. Here's Vesely. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Here's Peters. Anderson covers. 4-3. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by Fall.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Dumps it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Dorsey.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Peters' shot is good. Peters has got his first 2 points of the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Friday, then on Sunday.
At the line for the away team. Anderson. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. 1:35 left in the first half. It's picked off. And they're on the run. It's stolen away. Into the lane. And he banks in the layup. Peters has gotten 4 this quarter.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And it's in there.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Knocked loose. Here's the break. Anderson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Anderson's got 7.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Anderson covers. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Stolen by Anderson. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Cuts off the pass. Up ahead. Here's Peters. The 3. That shot off. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Up by 12. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the battle.
Taking a look at the visitors, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the visiting team. Glad you could join us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Metu. And a miss there on the triple. We've got Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Metu in at the power forward position. Ball passes to Fournier. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. Ball's got his second bucket on the night.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Vezenkov. He's got 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Vezenkov's got 8 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Fournier, covered by Satoransky. Ball no good. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Parker. Oh, misses the dunk. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Fall. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Vezenkov. Drops in the 3. He's got 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Here's Papanikolaou, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Parker. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Fall. The shot from the low post is good. Fall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Papanikolaou.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
That one drops. He ties it up. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Foul, second team foul.
And he makes the first.
0. 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Kept alive. Ooh, poked away. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. And the layup is good off the glass. 6 points for him.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
Here's Here's Metu. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Papanikolaou. And that one drops.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
It's Parker on the attack. Oh, he misses the easy stuff. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. Love the energy here in the third, trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
A shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. The shot by Vezenkov, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good by Satoransky.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Second personal foul.
Sinks the tray.
Hey, everybody. That's execution off an inbounds play.
Here's Vezenkov. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Vezenkov's got 8 here in this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Satoransky. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernangomez. And it's Satoransky in at the shooting guard position. Clock at 2. Fournier for 3. No good on the shot.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Hernangomez on the wing. 13 feet out. The shot, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Has to fall. Now here's Satoransky. He's covered closely. Here's Metu. The three-pointer off the mark.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Here's Fall. Parker left side. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Metu's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. It's tipped. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And he makes it.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
There's the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Metu's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They get it back. Here's Peters. Pass to Evans. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 4th rebound in this one. To tie it up. That shot is off.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Down low. Here's Vesely. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Anderson covers. Here's Peters. Five to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Evans, no good. On the take. Count it, good. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Count that bucket.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
The visitors with the ball. Anderson for 3. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. A minute 15 left to play in the 4th. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. Dorsey's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Takes it inside. And that one's good.
That's almost as easy as they come. And give him credit for getting into position with that simple layup.
Here's Evans. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Peters. And he sinks it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back. And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
Second team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Third team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Fall to take the lead. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That was just great work to battle through contact and drill in the shot. Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And this was an emotional...
place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hernan Gomez out there with Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard. Hernan Gomez passes to Parker. Launches a three. Another shot. Pass to Nunez, right wing. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Here's Teodosic. From past the arc. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. with the drive. Nunez. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the paint. And that one's good. Parker.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Dos Santos drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here he goes. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Nunez. Deflects the pass. Here we go, all alone. Dos Santos, Satoransky covering. Teodosic, no good. Here's the break. Nunez passes to Hernan Gomez. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Teodosic. Dos Santos, Satoransky covering. Drops in the tray.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Hernan Gomez taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Dos Santos, Satoransky covering. Back to Teodosic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nunez. The layup off target. Nunez has gone 1 of 3 on the night. To the left wing. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
From downtown. The shot, no good.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Great open look there. 6 points for him.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Parker kicks to Hernan Gomez. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. $19 seconds left to play here in the first. They set the screen. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. Pass to Teodosic. Fires from deep. The shot missing. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up by 15. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. And they were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
They've got Fall. Anderson is out there with Saar. And it's Vitola in at the guard position. Here's Fall. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And Cannon gets it to go.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Back to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected, and they get it back. Basket good. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Saar. Pass to Fall. Inside. Second chance shot. And Saar with the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Ballin' Boy. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Kalinic. No good from outside.
Home team foul. Cannon. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the visitors now. Down by 15.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
It's stolen. Here's Vitola. Gets it to go. That one good from Fall. Fall's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. From deep, Saar gets the bucket. Saar's got 5 points so far. Saar's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Pass to Cannon. The 3. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Vitola passes to Saar. Fall. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 8 points for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's the pick. Kalinic. No good, unable to end this run. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. The kick out to Anderson. To the inside. Here's Vitola. Hasn't made one yet. 5 to shoot. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Cannon from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. 1:05 left in the first half. Anderson right side. Rebounded by Ballin' Boy.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to Cannon. There's the 3. Kalinic. Pass to Cannon. Launches from deep. It's hauled in by Vitola. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Sarr's shot is off. Sarr's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Cannon. Here's the three. That one, no good. Got it off in time. And that concludes the first half. Up by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the home team. And that concludes half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
We've got Satoransky, Hernan Gomez out there with Parker, and it's Nunez in at the 2 spot. Shoots. Nunez with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Satoransky, the pass to Nunez. For 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. Dos Santos. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Back to Teodosic. Trains the three-pointer. Teodosic has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And they're running. Dos Santos. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Hands it from downtown. 12 points for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
To stop the run. No good that time.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Down low. Pass to Teodosic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Away team ball.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. This one for three. Nunez can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Got a piece of it.
It'll be a turnover. The ball goes to the away team.
The visitors with the ball. The shot by Sederansky, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Six on the shot clock. Drills it from outside.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Pass to Teodosic. Fires for three. A shot, no good. Intercepted. To the wing on the left. To the left side wing. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. 15 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. The shot by Sederansky, no good.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
At the line for your home team, Dos Santos.
He's perfect from the line this time. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Out to the wing. Here's Bowling Boy. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Parker out there with Hernan Gomez, and it's Sederansky in at the 1.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
5 on the clock. There's Cannon with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Cannon with the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
Over to the left wing. Fall with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Cannon with the rebound. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Connects from three-point range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Pass to Bowling Boy. To the wing on the left. Here's Cannon, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
4 on the shot clock. No good on the quick three. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Swiped away. Fast break, here we go. Here's Fall. Good on the shot. Fall's got 4 this quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Sinks the triple.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's good, 2 points. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Team foul. Number 8, first personal foul, third team foul.
40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the left wing. Here's Nedovic. From outside, off the mark. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Sarr's shot is off. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Pass to Cannon. And so they get the victory here at home. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Unable to get that one. Here's Vizinkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. The kick out to Fournier. Gets the three ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Fournier covering. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The shot, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vizinkov. From deep three-point range. He's off on that one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range.
Well, with the height advantage that he has, he knew he could put it up over the top of the defender.
Pass to Fall.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Fall at the line for two.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here's the fast break. Ooh, they pick off the pass. And here's the fast break. Fournier for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. puts up a deep three. Connects from downtown. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. Outside Fournier. Fires for three. Gets the three ball to go. Fournier's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
From deep. It's hauled in by Fall.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Takes the 3. The shot comes out.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And there's the drive. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. To the right side. Out to the right wing. From behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Fournier. And he makes it on the layup. Give him 8.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Pass to Fall. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. So he gets them both. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Fournier covering. Three-pointer. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now. Puts up a deep 3. It doesn't go for him. Stolen. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by 1. And back to the start. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Here's Dorsey. From beyond the arc, and then some. Dorsey's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Nedovic. Counted.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Oh, deflected. To the paint.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Launches it. Peters' shot is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Inside, here's Nedovic. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Evans. No made baskets yet. To the middle. Launches a three. That one no good. To the inside. Here's Peters. Pass to Evans. Lets the three fly. No good on the shot. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Just 5 on the clock, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off the inbound pass. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They set the pick. Here's Nedovic. From downtown. And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
A minute 15 left in the second quarter. To the left wing. Deflects the pass. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Evans. Still without a bucket. And he drives in. That one's good for 2.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
1 minute left in the first half. Out to the right wing. Here's Nedovic. Off target from 3-point range.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
The 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. That shot off.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
There's a screen. 4-3. Drains the triple. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Man, you got to like what we're seeing from Evan Fournier.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here he goes. That one's good. This game is all even.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Inside. And Fall gets it to go. Fall's got 5.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Right wing. Four on the clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Ball stolen. To the paint. Yep, that one goes. He has 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Fournier covering. Yes, it's good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Papanikolaou. 6 points for him. Outside Fournier. On the wing, Fournier. Here's Vezinkov. 6 to shoot. Misses from close range.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
For the lead. That shot missing. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the shot goes down.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Down low. And he lays it up and in.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Fall. Here's Vezinkov.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. For the tie. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, defensively, they've just looked lost in this second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
Fournier covering. Launches it. Fires in the triple. 9 points in the game.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
To the paint. It's picked off. For the lead. Nails it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Takes the 3. That shot, no good. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Fires the 3. Fournier with a rebound. Fournier's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Knocks it loose. For 3. Unable to get that one. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Up 2. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And they're on the run. Here's Papanikolaou. They grab their own miss. Pass to Vezenkov. Count the basket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Offline with a 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Goes back up. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. It's good.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Here's Papanikolaou. Back to Fournier. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Here's Papanikolaou.
Home team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the left side wing. Here's Dorsey. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Evans. The 3 is up. They get it back. Another shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw misses.
Shooting for the away team. Peters.
And he's good on the second. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Had the space there, but it's offline.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
There's a screen. Takes a 3. It doesn't go for him. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Throws it up high.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Dorsey. Fires the 3. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. Here's Peters. Out to the wing. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Here's Nedovich. 4 on the clock. And it's good.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
51 seconds left in the fourth. Out to the right wing. From deep. That one is off.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
They get it back. Here's Peters. Oh, he nails it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one. To take the lead. This is the tray. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was an incredible...
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. Takes a three. Up again. Hernan Gomez passes to Parker. Here's Vezenkov. Pass to Fall. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
To the paint, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for the away team.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
On Gomez down low. Ball stolen. Outside Fournier. Driving the lane. And it's good for 2.
Well, solid at recognizing when to attack on the interior. Fournier staying aggressive.
Out left to the wing. Here's Parker. Misses the one-handed jam.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Gets it to go. That one good from Fall.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Parker. There's Satoransky. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The line for your home team, Satoransky.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Papanikolaou. Got a piece of it. Here's Medu. Oh, that's blocked.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fournier's shot is off. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them, guys.
Thank you, David.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
On Gomez down low. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's one thing about Willie. He has no trouble being aggressive, particularly when operating close.
Papanikolaou, the pass to Fall. And Metu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:46 left in the first.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it. And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some run out.
Here's Vezenkov. Pass to Fall. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Fall's got 8 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Medu. He's guarded by Fournier. And here is Satoransky. Lock at 6. Sweet little floater.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
52 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Fournier. Puts up a deep three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Fournier's gone 1 of 3 from the field here.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. Second team foul.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Satoransky covering. Pass to Vizenkov. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by 2. And we'll be back in... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Pass to Fall.
Immediate turnover. The ball goes to the away team.
Now here's Evans. He's covered closely. And he banks in the layup. Evans has got his first 2 points of the night.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Basket counts.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Evans has got 5 points so far.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Peters. He has yet to score. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Evans. To the middle. Stolen by Vesely. Anderson outside. Pass to Fall. Out to the wing. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. Vesely's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Defended by Anderson. Fires the 3. Headshot off. Now here's Vesely. Stripped away. One-on-one fast break. Here's Peters. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Puts up a 3. That's a miss. He's made 1 and missed 1. Here's Milutinov. He shoots again. Peters misses. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's Vesely missing. Vesely's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Pass to Dorsey. From deep 3-point land. Rebound by Vesely.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you
have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Evans kicks to Dorsey. 1:30 left to play in the first half. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
First team foul.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. To the inside, falls. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And 1:01 left here in the second. Here's Peters. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Good on the three-point shot. 6 points for him.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Off the run. A shot by Dorsey, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Second team foul.
It's hauled in by Dorsey.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He doesn't get the second one. Takes it inside. Count that bucket. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. They're up by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hi, everyone. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, and talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the home team.
I know my part.
And that is...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Zadaransky in at the 1 spot.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Beyond the arc.
Well, it helps to have the length and quickness of Evan Fournier to try to contest a shot. Really good job staying with his guy.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the 3 spot. Fournier's gone 1 of 4 so far to the left side wing. Off with the layup.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Zadaransky, the pass to Medu. Back to Zadaransky. Pass to Parker. Pulls up. The shot's good on the assist by Zadaransky. Parker's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Inside, here's Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Satoransky. Fournier's shot is off.
And hard work on the glass once again, guys. And they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put them over the limit.
And so here's the home team. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Papanikolaou. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Medu passes to Parker. Got a piece of it.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to Satoransky. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Here's Papanikolaou. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Vezenkov. Hernan Gomez covering. The shot's good from Fournier.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from 3, or he will make you pay.
Parker outside. Fall with the rebound. Parker's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Fall. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Fall's got 10 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And here is Satoransky. Five to shoot. The tray. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Satoransky covering. For the lead. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Fall's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
A nice shot by Vesely.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Anderson slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Fall. Pass to Vesely. Going inside, and a slam dunk by Vesely.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The visitors with the ball. Anderson is out there with Parker, and it's Vitola in at the point. Here's Dorsey. Off target from outside. Three-pointer. Parker. It's hauled in by Dorsey.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Evans with it. Pass to Peters. A three ball. The rebound by Anderson. Peters has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. And here's Evans outside. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Anderson against Evans. And finished off by Anderson.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the 3 off target. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Peters offline with his 3. Peters has gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Dorsey. Rebound by Parker.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
They get it back. Out left to the wing. From deep. Here's Fall. Goes up again. That shot off.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Dorsey, that's good.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Pass to Fall. Defended by Anderson. Fires away from outside. That shot missing.
And here we go, guys. This possession could make or break them right here.
No good on the triple. Anderson's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Peters kicks to Dorsey. To tie it up. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. And finished off by Anderson.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. From deep, Evans. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Vitola, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And it's Evans missing.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Evans. Pass to Dorsey. From deep three-point land, a long distance 3 is buried. Dorsey's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
Here's Laprovitola, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Personal foul, third team foul. At the line for
It's the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Peters. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Laprovitola, it's good from long range. Laprovitola's got 10 points in just the second half.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now Dorsey from deep three-point land. No good that time. Here's Laprovitola. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Evans missing. Here's Laprovitola. It's deflected. Now Dorsey over Anderson. Was shot by Dorsey, no good. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Uses the glass on the layup.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to the away team.
Oh, they get a hand on it. In transition. Here's Satoransky. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Here's Teodosic. Covered by Satoransky.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Fast break. Here we go. No good with the triple. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Covered by Satoransky. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Nunez. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Almost perfect in the game to start. 3 of 4.
Covered by Satoransky. Will it go? Sinks it. What range from downtown. 5 points in the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The three. And he can't get that one. Parker right side. Takes it inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Parker defending. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Off target with the three.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
From the arc. They get it back. Another shot. The shot comes out.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
It's deflected. This one for three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Parker left side. Got a hand on it. Drops in the three.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
The three ball on target from range. Give him 8.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Nunez. Now here's Hernan Gomez. The D's right on him. Second chance effort. Pass to Satoransky. 5 to shoot. No good from outside. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. It's intercepted. Here we go. Fires from deep. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
I just love the ball movement.
Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. The rebound by Teodosic.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
It's stolen away. There's the triple. And that's not going to go. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Here's Sarr. To the inside. Can't get it to fall. And there's a pick. Here's Nedovic. 3 on the clock. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Fall.
Away team foul. Hollenboy. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
They set the pick. And there's the drive. Fires for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. On Wednesday, then on Friday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Gets the 3 to fall.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Inside, here's Anderson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Anderson's gotten his first basket of the night.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Over to the wing. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
They get the rebound. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Anderson. Off with the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's the pick. 5 on the clock. And they're on the break. The 17-footer. And the jumper falls for him.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. Has to fall. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's 53 seconds left in the second. Six on the shot clock. And he converts the layup.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Home team foul. Anderson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Anderson. That one goes in. Anderson's got his 2nd basket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
There's the 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
They needed that boost going into halftime. They were starting to look a little disorganized.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
I've been really impressed watching him. I mean, he's facilitating this off.
And guys, let's see now about that closely contested first half for the visiting team. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We've got Willie Hernan Gomez, and it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Teodosic. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
He drops it from range. Parker's got his 2nd basket on the night. Parker's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Here's Teodosic.
Away team foul. Ball. First personal foul.
Now here's Satoransky. Oh, it's stolen. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Teodosic. This one for 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Parker. Pass to Nunez for the lead. No good. Nunez has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Fires it. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He's got 5. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Covered by Satoransky. Clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Away team foul. Number 31. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hernan Gomez for the lead. They get it again. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Teodosic. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Satoransky outside.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Second team foul.
So it's the home team now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Covered by Satoransky. To the right side. Here's Teodosic. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Give him 8 points now. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Puts up a 3. Second chance shot. Satoransky outside. Got it from about 16 feet.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Here's Nunez. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Soft touch off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Wide open. Satoransky pulls it in.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Parker's gone 2 of 5 tonight. .35 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Just 5 to shoot. Parker defending. The shot off that time.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
An easy 2 on the layup. It's all knotted up.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Play 3.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Up 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth.
Team foul. Number 8. First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Beyond the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Taking 3 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
He takes it in. Wing shot on the way. Bullseye!
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Here's Nedovic. Anderson covers. Down low. From 7 feet. And the shot goes in.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Over to the wing. Here's Fall. Can't cash it in from close range. Here's Nedovic. From outside, off the mark. To take the lead. That shot off the mark.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Takes a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
From about 16. Doesn't go for him. To the paint. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Offensive rebound. Picked it out of midair. Here's Anderson. Here's Sarr. No good with a layup. Here's Nedovic. To the inside. Anderson covers.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Nedovic. Anderson covers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Sarr. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
1:36 left in the game. And he gets it to go off the front iron. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Off the mark with the floater. Ooh, it's stolen away. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
First personal foul, third team foul.
One minute left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nedovic. Jacks up a three. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Tipped away. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Six to shoot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
They're pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
So the road team gets the W in this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart.